Hi there, and welcome to Make It with Miss Mandee. Today I'm going to be showing you how to put together this 3D grand piano. I've gotten a lot of really kind comments on this design, so thank you guys so much for that. And I've also gotten quite a few questions on how to put together some of the pieces, so today I'm excited to answer those. So gather up your supplies, head on over to designsbymissmandee.com to download your free template, and let's get started. The supplies you'll need for this project are cardstock, about 10 sheets in various colors, hot glue, precision craft glue or a glue stick, a cutting machine or X-Acto knife, and my template, which can be found at designsbymissmandee.com. Other optional but helpful supplies include foam tape, decorative gems, and a bone folder. If you need help figuring out how to set up the file that includes score lines, be sure to check out the tutorial I made on the subject. All of my pieces are cut out now, and I'm going to mix things up. Instead of doing a white piano, I'm going to switch to black this time. And if you're curious, I did get a couple questions about the paper that I used for this. Both the white and the black paper came from paper packs by the Paper Studio, which is sold at Hobby Lobby. I will put a link down in the description of the video for you if you're interested. So the first pieces we're going to work on are a few of the black ones. I'm going to set these two pieces aside for now. I'm going to set most of the gold ones aside. I'm just going to keep these two. And then set the rest of our colored pieces aside as well. Now I have this piece, which I used my draw feature on my Cricut to make, but the keys aren't filled in all the way, so I'm going to use a pen and just fill those in real quick. The next thing I'm going to do is to take some of these black pieces and I'm going to add a little gold line along some of the edges. On this piano you can see that right here. That's just a decorative line that goes all the way around the bottom of the piano. Not necessary, but a fun accent if you want to add it. Now we're going to add a little bit more gold with these two pieces. This piece attaches to the top section of this piece. So you can see it has a couple of different score lines. This is eventually where our piano keys are going to connect to. It's going to fold forward and then down. So this is going to be the front part of the piano. And then this is the little music stand, and it'll have just the gold piece attached like that. All right, our decorative pieces are in place, and we're going to set these all aside for now. The next thing we're going to work on are the legs of the piano, and I know that this has been kind of a tough one for a lot of people, and it's a little difficult to show even just with pictures, so I think this video hopefully should help. The legs are very, very similar, and all of these pieces will be the same. You'll have 3 of these right side pieces, 3 of these like feet facing left pieces, and then these 2 pieces are the same. And this one is similar, but just a little bit different. It doesn't have this top embellishment piece on it. So the ones with the top embellishment piece are going to go on the right and left sides of the piano. The one without the embellishment piece is going to go on the back side, and it's just going to be inset into the bottom of the piano and not come up over the edge. So that's the difference. But as far as these legs go, it doesn't matter which one you want to start connecting them to because these are all the same size. Okay, so when doing these, I'll start with one of these pieces. I found the easiest thing to do is to start at the foot, the very bottom of the foot of the leg, and then work your way up one side of it and then do the other side. So I'm just going to start by folding along all the score lines, and then I'll show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so how you're gonna tell which side is which, first of all, like I said, this tab that's just a little bit wider than the rest, that is going to be the part that connects to the bottom of your foot, okay? And then you want to make sure that you just go along the correct side, because while these two sides look similar, they are a little bit different. This side has an extra score line in it and 3 tiny tabs on top of that section. This piece is what is going to connect around the front of your foot, and then the rest of it is going to go along the right side. And then this side is just gonna come up and curve around the left side like so. Okay, so let me connect this and get it going, and then I'll kind of show you. All right, so I have this whole side connected. These can be a little bit finicky, but because they're so small, but all you're really trying to do is trying to follow just the edge and keep this as close to the edge of this piece as possible. And then we're just going to do the same thing with this side now. So there you go. Now one side is connected. You're just going to take one of your left side pieces and connect it on the back side now. And pretty much the same thing. I would start with the bottom of the foot and then attach one of the sides and then the other. So we have one leg complete, and the other two are pretty much the exact same. So you're just gonna do the same thing with these two. Even this one that is a little bit different and doesn't have the thing on top, the process is just the same. Yeah, so just make sure, like I said, find the bigger tab. That's gonna be the one to connect to the bottom of the foot. The side with the extra score line on it is going to be the side that comes up and around to right here. The side without the extra score line is just going to wrap straight up along this side. Our 3 piano legs are done, and now we're just gonna set those aside. The next thing we're gonna work on are the foot pedals and this whole foot pedal section of the piano, which is comprised of this piece, this other gold piece, and then these teeny tiny little black pieces. These are gonna be the foot pedals themselves. And if you look here, you can see there are 3 slits where those are gonna go, and then one longer slit in this section where the bottom tab here is going to be inserted. So I'm just going to take an X-Acto knife and just widen these slits a tiny bit to make it easier to slip the tabs inside. Then I'm going to attach each one of these pedals with these 2 outer ones facing outward, and then this one in the middle. With each of those pieces in place, the next thing I'm going to do is just fold along all of the score lines. Now I'm just going to take these sides, fold them inward, and use these tabs to connect it all together and form a little rectangular box shape, like that. With this piece put together, the next thing we're going to do is start attaching all of these things. So we're going to take this piece right here. This is the bottom portion. It has 4 slits right here, 3 slits here, and 3 slits here, as well as 1 slit right here. We're going to insert this piece into this slit, and then these other ones are for the legs. So this group of 3, you can add one here. This group of 3 is going to be for the other one with this topper piece, and then this group of 4 is going to be for the one leg that has tabs on all 4 sides. So I'm just going to start by widening each of the slits. And then I'm just going to carefully put everything in and glue it down. Alright, so the bottom portion is pretty much done for now, so we're just going to set it aside, and the next thing we're going to do is take this piece and attach the music stand to it using these slits right here and these tabs. After that, I'm just going to go take these 2 strips and we're going to start attaching these around the edge of our piano. So where you can see these curved sides, this is going to indicate where the front of the piano is. So this one, for instance, is going to go on the left side, and this one will go on the right side. And then they'll meet up together and overlap right here. The exterior of the grand piano is coming right along nicely, so I'm just going to set this aside. Now we're going to start working on some of the interior pieces. For the next section, I am just going to grab, in this case, 2 pink pieces. These are the purple pieces in my previous design. Yes, the pinks don't really match up. I ran out of this paper at the last second, and this isn't going to be seen from the outside anyway, so I figured it's fine. Anyway, so this, because it's basically the same shape as this piece, because it's going to slip inside later, is assembled really similarly, except there are a couple pieces attached to it to make it a little bit easier. So I'm just going to start by folding along these score lines. And then I'll just attach these sides. After that, I'm just going to use this piece to attach each of these little tabs around the edge and then just finish off this section. So this piece is now assembled, and now I'm going to layer on 2 more pieces on top of it. This gray piece and then this gold piece. And to do that, I'm going to use a little bit of foam tape to just give the whole thing a little bit of more dimension and make these pop out a little bit more. Once this is all assembled, you're ready to just slip it right inside your main piano piece. The next thing we're going to do is take this piece and this piece, and we're going to start working on attaching the front of the piano. So for this piece, we're going to fold along all of the score lines, and we're going to turn this kind of into like a stair step shape. Once that's folded, we can just start inserting it into here. It's going to be a little bit finicky, but we're just going to take it 1 tab at a time. With this piece attached, I'm just going to attach the piano keys using some foam tape to give them a little bit of dimension. All right, next we're going to take our top board piece and we're going to attach this decorative panel to the inside. Since my prop pole is gold and it's only gold on one side, I made 2 of them so I could glue them together so it could be gold on both sides. All right, the next thing I'm going to do is take this, and there are 3 slits right here where this tab folds down. You're just going to use those to insert these and glue them inside. And then next I'm going to take this prop pole and attach the tabs to just this part of this tab right here and glue it right there. And to finish this off, we just need to take this piece and attach it to all of the tabs along the top. Congratulations on completing this elegant grand piano! Thanks for watching this video and for crafting along with me. I hope you had a fun time making this project. Don't forget, I always love to see your finished results, so be sure to share them with me on Instagram, tagging @DesignsByMissM. And special thanks to my wonderful supporters on Patreon. I couldn't do what I do without you. If you enjoyed this paper craft, please consider becoming a supporter. Not only will you help keep the designs coming, but you can also have a chance to help pick new designs in the future. As a patron, you can even get awesome exclusive content like postcards and enamel pins in the mail. Thanks again for watching, and happy crafting!